Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
Right here. Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay. For all y'all just listening, paying attention, we are here to celebrate again. R&B Roll-Off is going to do some great things for you. Small company that's going to give you a great experience when you give them a call about their roll-off in the industrial area. Now, what we love to do is make sure that you know, not just in the commercial area, in the residential, we can get that trash away from your home. Okay, so you can just get on my website, that's right, and find R&B, click on them, and you'll find out more about them. We got dumpsters for rent that you can rent, and we can get that trash away from you.
Yeah.
Now,
outstanding, man.
back to the people that's in my building. Yes, Bar Talk with Jay is also with Craftmatic in the building. What's up, big baby?
What's up, Smooth Jay?
Man, I'm so happy that you are. And then, not to forget and always to announce, Macon, Georgia Barber in the building.
Barbara's here, present, and how are you guys doing tonight?
Man.
We doing good. We doing good. And let's welcome our fans. Folks, this is Bar Talk with Jay. And just another opportunity for us to inspire and be leaders in our own community. And we bring a lot of great dialogue here. And just hope that you can pull something from it. Something that will help you in your love life. Something that'll help you in your finances. Something that'll help you maybe be a better person, overcome some past hurdles. A lot of opportunities to grow when you participate in this kind of show. And we're constantly under development because we're talking about this stuff. You know, really putting all of our business out on Front Street, et cetera, et cetera.
Definitely me.
Yeah.
I've been on blast since day one.
I know. It's hard here sometimes. It's hard being an example sometimes, you know.
It's all good.
Because people mistake what you're trying to accomplish. You know, you're just trying to share a message that's going to help somebody, but they start taking things literally, and we get in trouble for no reason at all, right? So, once again, we're glad you're here. I'm Craftmatic, my boy Smooth Jay. This is Barb in the house, and we always like to start the night out with a prayer, and so Barbara's going to do a prayer for us tonight.
I wrote a prayer out for us today, and everybody bow their heads.
Okay.
Dear Lord, we woke up this morning, clothed in our right mind, in which we give you praise. Our lives are in our hands, so we put our trust in you to guide and protect us for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
We need your glory, and we pray that you will give us mercy and grace as we endeavor to run this race.
Yes.
May you continue to heal, bless, and keep us covered under your wings to strengthen our minds and keep the faith in our hearts. In return, we give you the Lord, the glory. Amen.
Amen.
That was just so deep.
Ooh, that's powerful, man.
This race ain't no joke.
Yeah, I'd like to dissect that one down a little bit, but you know what I remember though, one thing that hit me during the prayer was we need your glory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that here somewhere. We need the Lord's glory, right? Because we can't depend on any other glory but His glory, right?
Okay.
And man, when you start leaning on those type of things, you start leaning on the foundations of the Spirit and the foundations of success and the foundations of love and peace and joy and all that goes with that. So, because His glory will prevail as long as you seek it, you know?
I like that.
Man, so love it. Thank you so much, Barb. Let's move on to last week's topic, which was a doozy, right? One of my favorite type of topics. How do we overcome our fears by preparing for the storm?
Ooh,
And yeah, it was a great dialogue. I went back and listened to the show about 1.5 times, and man, let me tell you, that dialogue is for anybody going through something.
Right.
You know?
But also, gotta give shouts out to TR380.
Yes.
That young man gave us a different, younger view of how he changed the words in his poem
Yes.
to make you view it in his way.
Right.
And that's what this is all about. Again, everybody can be opinionated when we wake up.
Yeah.
Because again, I need everybody to wake up and live
Wake
their
up.
life.
Wake
To
up.
live up to
That's
your
it.
fullest potential
Yes.
that God gave you. It's not about Jay. Jay just know he blessed me, and I want to bless others by waking you up
Waking you
to
up.
get to your fullest potential. And he didn't ask me to wake up by myself. That's why I got Craftmatic and I got Barbara.
Right.
Now, what y'all might not know, Barbara drives 2 hours. Craft is over an hour. So it's not an easy coming to see me, to come to do this. And I have to give praise to people that's going out their way to make sure they do this every week. Not 1 week, I'm getting phone calls about I can't do. I got people I hired ain't even made it a month and called off already.
Right.
But y'all are committed. Y'all love what y'all do. And I pay him. And y'all give the world y'all payment.
Yeah, man.
It's paid for. And the only thing I can say is gratitude to both y'all. Because y'all
Thank you,
both
Jay.
been riding with me. Again, might have been my vision, but y'all grabbed onto it like your own. Y'all added a spin to it that I love. And the world need to understand this how growth happens.
Yes.
Get a team formulated and believe in each other.
There you go.
And when y'all wake up, y'all will wake up together. And again, I lean on each and every one of them to help me, because days I wake up, I be like, can y'all come up with a quote? Because we got to do it every day.
Right.
I can't stop. I started. But you can ask for help.
There you
The
go.
problem of the day, everybody want to do it themselves.
Mhm.
Every dynamic team I notice now is a team. It used to be the radio broadcaster, just that one individual.
Right.
I'm noticing Ricky Smiley. I'm looking at Steve Harvey. All of them get a cast.
Right.
Okay? In order to last, they made a cast. And that's a little footprint. Again, what works for you got to be for you. So I made my own formula. What works for me.
Right.
It wasn't them. It was y'all.
There you go.
So thank y'all for making this cast think happen. Thank God, right? I said it. But I
All right.
enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back to the topic.
And
I got
yeah,
all-
so we
you know.
were just recalling the conversation about storms. Long and short of it, there's three major types of storms, or major causes of storms. There's the storms that we cause for ourselves, and that happens through errors in thought and indecision. And there are those storms that other people in our lives cause us. That's enemy activity, right? And there are those storms that God causes and brings upon us to guide us and to strengthen us and to build the certain character that you will need when it's time to reach the destination. So you just got to be aware that as they approach, it's going to start to get cloudy. I love Jamal's kind of example of that. He said you can already see the clouds coming toward you. You can see the rain approaching. You got to prepare yourself, and that's where you start getting into your word. That's where you start clarifying your mind on what's going to happen on the other side of this storm. What is life going to look like? So you got to hang your belief system on the promises, right? The promise that everything is going to be okay, and that's the beacon of light that you keep your eyes focused on while you're moving through the storm. Right? You keep your eyes, this team, not to say, we've made it every single week, but it wasn't because it wasn't raining. It wasn't because we didn't have problems. It wasn't because this, that, and the other wasn't happening. We continued to persevere regardless of the storms. And so the storms just become kind of a simple cause, right? Just a simple cause with really no effects. And I love to think about it that way. So it was a great show, folks. Please take a look at it. It's just so much rich dialogue when it comes to developing yourself, when it comes to being nourished. And that's what we hope to do, is to nourish your spirit with these type of dialogues. Just giving you a way to look at the scheme of life and figure out where you are, and potentially make a clearer decision about where you're going to go. So please check it out. It's on Facebook, YouTube, Bar
Keep
Talk
going,
with Jay,
keep going.
Periscope.
Yep, keep going. Black Planet, POF, everything that's moving, everything going on, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you going to go,
iTunes.
I will be.
iTunes.
What?
On
iTunes.
iTunes. So-
Keep going.
Yeah, so check it out.
Instagram,
Yeah.
you keep going, LinkedIn. And again, the
LinkedIn.
reason why everything that we possibly can jump on, Snapchat,
Yeah.
why? Because again, I don't know where yet.
Yeah, like us, share us, like us, share us, like us, share us. Please, send it to your friends, send it to your family. Help us get the word out. Somebody's talking about some positivity. Everybody needs to hear about it. And so we're asking you to help us get the word out about what we do, the type of subjects we talk about, and see if they can stimulate some love and some growth in yourself and in your own families and your own friends, your team of friends. So let's move on with our quote for the day. Barbara's going to give it to us, and it is a doozy.
Uh-oh.
Life is not easy to live sometimes. When facing the world with a smile, when you're crying inside, it takes a lot of courage to hold the strength inside yourself, knowing that tomorrow is a new day.
Mhm.
If we can just hold on to see it through, Don't give up. Keep pushing forward, no matter how hopeless things seems to be. We need to trust that we can survive, that we will make it come out to be the stronger person and overcome anything that comes our way.
Okay. I'm going to say Pastor Barbara.
Yeah. There's so much there, man.
Yeah, she just gave us church.
Yeah, yeah.
How you walk?
That really was church. That's almost too much to
Totally
attack
church.
in just
I
a
just
quote,
need
you know?
everybody to try to look at things in a different way.
Yeah.
Like that?
And sometimes they need to meditate and think about self first before they go to others.
Mhm.
We all need help, and nobody should be afraid to ask for help.
That's right. That's major.
Ooh, she said something already.
That's
though.
major, man.
Don't try to do it by yourself.
God, there's so much I want to attack here. I guess I'll just start and end with the beginning. The very first sentence of the quote: "Life is not easy to live sometimes."
Mm-hmm.
And we empathize with the struggle of life. Many of you are going through some very difficult times. And what kind of questions come up when you're going through difficult times? When will it end? What else is going to happen? Man, this sure does hurt. Will I ever be able to overcome this? Am I a bad person? Did I do something wrong? And do I deserve this? Is this, there's a lot of questions a lot of things that go through our heads that really take us off focus.
I'm sick over here.
Right?
I was like, it makes me wonder about, am I going to keep from going under? You know that song.
Right. Sometimes I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back.
Yeah.
Because again, that song gave you strength.
Yeah, it's like a jungle sometimes.
It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. See, y'all know my name.
That's good.
Back to the show.
Yeah.
But that's how we get by.
Yeah.
And don't even know.
Yeah, and it's like a jungle sometimes. That's kind of how life can seem, And if you don't take time to organize your thinking, you're always going to be living in a real jungle, because there's going to be so many unknowns going on. There's going to be so many lack of decisions that you've made, and you don't really know who you are yourself. It's impossible for you to know where you're going, and so you wind up living amongst the weeds. Right? And so that's why we got to clarify a thought. A quote like this tells you to keep pushing, right? Hold on to see it through. It tells you to trust that you will survive. Trust that you see yourself. If you're on water and you've been stranded on water and you just got a life jacket and you see some land, you got to picture yourself standing on the land. Even while you're in the middle of the ocean, you can see yourself standing on the island, safe and sound. That's how you have to live life. And so we got to fix our thinking. And by doing that, I'm telling you, we'll move to fixing our lives in a very, very powerful way. Barbara gave me just a moment here to talk about religions. And we really haven't talked any about religions. And I'm not here as a spokesperson for any particular religions, with the exception of Christianity, because I am a Christian. And but there are three major religions in the world, and I'll be honest with you folks, in the back of my heart, in the back of my mind, I hope anything that we say on this show brings you to deliverance. And it doesn't really matter to me in the big picture what you might call it, but we know Christ is the answer over here. But you might find Christ's spirit in one of your leaders of your faith. And so we don't deny anything that brings you closer to God, and we don't deny anything that brings you closer to purifying humanity. So so this is just a discussion to talk about the practices that people are using to get to God, right? And the one fundamental truth about the three top religions is that they are all the commonality of all three of them, which are Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Right? The Islam faith. Those three religions encompass the three top, and they encompass about 80%, 75-80% of all religions for the most part. A lot of people believe in these faiths, more than 2/3 for sure. The commonality among these three beliefs is the belief in only one God. And in my mind, they may not know it, but we all are serving the one God. There's only one God. and we're all serving. It's not like, you know, Christianity has a God, Judaism has a God, and Islam has a God. I think there's one God, and we're all seeking the unity or unification with this one mighty presence in our lives. The other essential theme behind these three religions is that they all focus on family, charity, and respect for others. I mean, how do you go wrong with those kinds of faiths? You can't go wrong when you focus on a belief in one God that focuses on the family, charity, and respect for others. That solves all of our problems, if you ask me. You know, the commonality among all religions is that there is a being or beingness seemingly outside of ourselves, which we supplicate to, which we request of, and it responds to our request equally in faith as we offer it. Right? And so if your belief system on a scale of 1 to 10, if you have a 3%, a 30% belief, then you're probably going to get a 30% return. Right? But if you got 100% full faith belief, that's when the miracles of God will come through. That's when the power of God will shine through the response to your prayers. But it is the simple fact that we can speak to our higher being, our divinity, and our divinity will protect us and comfort us and love us. And that's what religion in and of itself really is all about, finding a way to rest on a power that is greater than yourself. Because we didn't create all this, and we don't even know where it came from, where it's going. All we know is that we are here now, and we got to lean on something higher than ourselves. And God is the answer. If you're ever in trouble and you need someone to call on, just call on the name of the Lord, and I'll promise you, you'll see some miraculous and awesome, powerful things begin to happen. Just been there and done that. Any comment, folks?
No, you kind of nailed that over the head. A lot of times, you don't call on him enough. And you only want to call on him when you need something.
Right.
And it's not that way. When you understand how he walks, and you understand that you've been asleep, and when you wake up, you'll realize he's in you. So if you know he's there, you'll start walking in a different way. You looking at what somebody else told you.
Yes.
And we all been. I mean, I've been lied to. I've been told things, and then I did some research, and I found out some things a little bit different than what I was told. Now, I don't feel like I've been ever a fool, but my whole thing is, when are you going to wake up to realize what's for you?
Right.
And then when you start being that way, you still got to keep that respect. That's what I love about Christian, because it's still about family, and it's not about disrespecting anybody once you wake up. It's about realizing you still have a purpose, and you need to fulfill it.
There you go.
Your work, your dreams, do it.
There you go. And I just want to plant a real quick seed. You know, here's kind of how the process of prayer works. Just imagine an almighty God who has legions of angels at his beck and call. And every time you wake up in the morning, or just say the night before you go to bed, you say, Lord, tomorrow I want you to give me peace of mind. Tomorrow I want you to organize my affairs. Tomorrow I want you to direct my steps. Tomorrow I want you to reveal prosperity. Tomorrow, Lord, I want you to get the credit, and I want you to get the praise, and tomorrow I want to be filled with gratitude. Just plant some seeds into the Lord's ears about tomorrow, and all night long he will hearken his angels unto your prayers. And what you'll find is that there seems to be a great relationship between what I ask for and what I get. That's the system the Lord put in place. He needs you to understand that. So the more you ask, the more you receive. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Just drop the mic. You
Right?
got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna pray.
Let's go ahead and introduce tonight's subject. And I got some real nice grooves for you tonight.
Got some smooth stuff.
Ooh, yeah, man. I got some
I mean, you got some slow stuff, because you know AP supposed to be in the building tonight.
Is she supposed to be here tonight?
I think
I think she's coming. Yeah, we didn't hear from her, so that
I know
means
she was
on her way.
partying last time, birthday time.
Yeah,
We kick it up. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, October, that's right, 31st, my birthday. We're going to be doing this 4 weeks. I think I'm going to declare it right now.
4 weeks.
It's the week before my birthday. My birthday is October 31st. So again, the week before my birthday, the week of my birthday, and 2 weeks after. That's Scorpio week. We partying for the Scorpios. Okay?
Yeah, listen, and I'm gonna start my partying Nick this week. My birthday's on Monday.
All right.
And, yeah, bruh.
Oh,
Eight, going
so we're
in.
gonna be doing this 6 weeks strong.
Yeah, I'm going in for about for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Feeling
Hit
pretty
the big
damn
5-0,
good.
bro.
Hit the big 5-0, man.
Bro hit 5-0 before me. Thank you.
Hey, it wasn't by choice.
Hey, that was my choice. Mom and daddy made that choice before my mom and daddy.
Right. Listen, folks, tonight we are talking about romance. Who should initiate the romance in a relationship? The man or the woman? We want to share our thoughts and ideas, and we think you're going to be blessed by this show. If you're looking for a dialogue about romance, you have come to the right place, because we know how to go in. I cannot wait till Jamal get a hold of this subject.
Jamal, hell, I'm biting at the bits myself.
Jamal does
Man, how about this?
And while you're looking at the show, please send questions, comments. We will be glad to answer.
All right, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bar Talk with Jay and the smooth sounds of who? My man, Craftmatic.
Hey man, that's that new Case. Anybody
I
remember
like that.
Case? Remember Case from back in the day?
He doing it like that?
But he got a new album, 2018. Fire, I'm loving it. Y'all check it out. Giving him nothing but props, man, coming back after all these years, you know?
You did that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what you was thinking about AP, yourself. I don't know what mood you was in, but I promise you,
yeah.
you got me there on that one.
That was jam.
Yeah, that was.
I got 2 or 3 more for you tonight.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Well, tonight is going to be about getting you in a better place because, again, I don't know where you at, but again, if I can wake you up and make you feel good about yourself, you'll make somebody else feel good next to you.
There you go.
That's what this show is all about. So, again, we trying to get somebody on the line right now that's going to change your life, too, because he's trying to teach cornballs and everybody else.
Right.
But I got Rock working on that right now. I know like he's being very successful.
That's
We
okay.
don't know what he all going to do over there.
That's okay.
So
That's
what
okay.
we going to do is we going to do something special on his album. That he ain't even on the phone. He ain't got to be.
Okay.
He's been on the phone enough with me
Yes.
that Barbara, go ahead and pick up. And we're going to show the world how Bar Talking with Jay get down. I did my 2-year anniversary. We gave out plaques. We gave out things to everybody that's been part of my show. Jamal has a plaque. He has not been here. He's been touring the world. But because of what he's done for the show, the help that he's done to enhance people to a different view, you might not agree with him.
Right.
But if the shoe fit, just like Jeffrey, you gotta wear it and just understand this for your change.
You're going to learn something.
So, he's done great things. We got him a plaque. Jamal, if you're watching the show, you ain't able to get on tonight, just understand, it's still your night.
Absolutely.
Your honor, your plaque, again, from the whole family here. And when I say family, the Bar Talk family, the sisters at the table, even though AP's not here, is extending a hand of gratitude for doing great things. And again, Jeffrey already got his. And if y'all would have made it out that night, y'all would have seen all these things. But for all y'all late people that don't want to kick it with us, okay? Oh, I watch y'all, but you don't want to be with us. Share, like. But the most important thing, we got something for you. Wait a minute.
And I think
Did we get him? Did he disappear because he got a plaque? Did we get Jamal?
Man, I was smiling. I appreciate it. So much love, so much fam. You know how I feel about the whole squad. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Well, to our dedication to you, you know, again, we couldn't even get you on the line at first, but we was gonna give you a part in this show because again, you will have showed up and did great things. The plaque is just the appreciation, but please understand, you put in the work, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And let me just share a few comments. What I like most importantly about this young man is that he has an opinion, right? We read a lot of people, they just talking about other people's opinions, right? This young man comes with his own opinion and with so much confidence and so much flavor, and from his own perspective, of course. And we don't always align, but I just like the fact that he's willing to come on and present a set of organized thinking about the subject of the night. and he brings it just so powerful. It says a lot of things that I can't say, but he really does a great job of just delivering your message, man. And you're here for us every week. We really appreciate that. I got a feeling there's some great things in your future, and I'm hoping this being a part of this show may have inspired you to go on and do, what God has for you. So thank you so much, Jamal, man. Any comment, any message for us tonight?
Man, I'm actually just a little amazed and thrown back, so thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sincerely, just thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. So listen, this is one of those subjects tonight, man, that I'm thinking that you really gonna bring some expertise on, because I hear it in you all the time. But I'm really looking forward to your the way you drive this home. So here's the question: who should initiate the romance in a relationship, the man or the woman? What are your thoughts?
They say love is a two-way street, so
Right.
that's both. I
Both.
will say it's a two-way street. If you leave it as a one-way, more than likely that's going to lead to your man cheating. Think about it like
or your woman cheating. That's
there's a lot
exactly
of
right.
things men can put up with between 9 to 6, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Right.
There's a lot of things that we have to tolerate. A lot of things we just have to put up with and accept. But when we get home, there's only but so much rejection a man could take.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is my opinion of how I think people should drive their car. If you don't like it, change the station or crash your car. It's your choice.
He's stupid. This is not a reflection of our talking
If I come home from work, I mean, we could talk about everything, but at least give me 10 to 15 minutes before you open your mouth. Let me come home and let home be a place of peace before you start telling me everything and every problem and who did. Shut up. Just give me 15 minutes. Let me just walk in the house, change my clothes. You know what I'm saying? Just let me unwind for a second.
Okay.
When I get down to that table and I'm about to sit down and I'm eating, let me eat in peace. Don't make my dinner time be the time that I gotta worry about everything else.
Right.
If I initiate the party at around 8, 9 o'clock, guess what? I'm hoping that, the party can get started, that we can turn this music on and we can cut a rug. But if you go no, just not in the mood right now, okay? I got it, baby, just not in the mood. But then I try again, and you're still not in the mood. And I try again, and you're still not in the mood. And I try. After a while, it's like, man, shit, I'm good.
Right. I'm good.
But now, let's flip that now. Now, if that woman comes around and now she doesn't do it, I think she should slap herself, because if you say no to a man for so many times, and then you walk in the room and go, okay, now let's go. I can't even give you what I wanted to give you the same way. Now I kind of got to give it to you like lunchroom food. Like,
Right.
is this?
Right.
Come on, if it worked for you.
Right.
Wow.
Because you didn't put that same energy and intensity into me, so now I can't give that to you. And honestly, I think you selfish. To be honest, if you don't initiate the party or make it a two-way street, what makes you think you so special that you made out of gold that the whole world got to drop when you finally say so? Girl, there's a whole phone book I got in my car right now, a number that ain't even supposed to be kept no more. Don't let me call nobody from my past.
Right.
We work things out together, we start this up together, or I see you at 8:15 when I get off work.
Mm-hmm.
When I get off at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Whoopsie.
This is a question that just popped into my head. I like to think from 40,000 feet, but I wonder how much potential love is lost in the first 15 minutes of getting home. right? So you charged up, you was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna set it off tonight, we're gonna put some candles on, we're gonna blow, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And you walk in with the right attitude
With the wrong person.
and with the wrong person, and they just start blowing it for you in that first 15 minutes. That's a great point to make, because romance has a lot to do with communication. And you're not going to create a romantic scenario fussing and griping and all the stuff that people do when they're unhappy, and perhaps want somebody else to be unhappy. Right?
That's how it goes.
Right? You can lean on me so much, but after a while your story gets heavy. Right?
And boring.
And that just makes me not want to romance, So
I mean, I'm just like with Jamal, if you're dealing with a lot of stresses at your job, your home and your wife should be a sanctity. That's why I chose her, because
Absolutely.
she is that person that I already know offsets me.
Yes.
And a lot of times they say complete. Well, completion is that offset, because you think you know what you need. He
Right.
gives you what you need.
Right.
And that person gives you what you don't know you really need.
Right.
And a lot of times the reason you need that quick mind shift is because you're not complete.
Mm-hmm.
You done handled all that, and you might have did a great job there, but you might not be great at home.
Yeah.
So if you get that couple of minutes and she give you that, and she get you in the right mindset, because she is that person to complete you. She is to pull the best out of you at home.
Right.
Away from work, she should tell you that's what you did there, baby.
Right.
But and then that is a romance to me.
Yeah.
It's romantic when she see that you lost a piece of quality that she needs for her and the family. But you gave it to the job, but she find a way to finesse it up out of you, because you got that couple of minutes. Now she gotta find a way. She done made dinner. She done got the kids straight. Now she gotta finesse, because they make everything happen when they with the right one, and they don't got a problem doing it
Right.
for the right one. And she gonna find a way to finesse you back into that person that's gonna make that family great.
Yeah.
You did your thing at the job, just high five, pat. But can you complete it? And that's where we falling short.
Yeah.
We're not always complete. We breaking up, but I want to get us woken up to get us complete and happy and families complete.
Go ahead, Jamal. What are we saying?
It's so much like a two-way street. It's literally what is the equivalent of a man on the grill. See, when men get ready to go on the grill, we need everything already together. We need the meat, we need the seasonings, we need the bowls. I mean, we just know what we need.
Right.
Okay. Women, men have this thing in their head where we know what says, listen, if I'm stressed out about bills, money, finances, whatever, I'm not at 100%.
Okay.
If I've been, doing so much foreplay with you that I finally get in, now I only give you like 7 minutes, I'm tired. I got other things on my mind. We not at 100%.
Okay.
In order for you to get me to 100%, you need to prepare the battlefield.
Okay.
Prepare that bedroom. Prepare the household.
Yes.
Start off with, just give them a minute. Before I open my mouth with the storm that's going to come, you don't know what that man's day has been like. Before you expect him to appease and be the king and everything else, can he just be a man?
Right.
When he does get home, can you take care and feed that man? The way through a man's heart is not through his head, but through his stomach. Feed that man first. Break bread with that man. Make it comfortable.
Okay.
This is how you set an atmosphere. Listen, I can't say this enough. If you want to have an argument, 2 places you should never do it is in the bedroom and in front of the kids.
Okay. I like that.
We can argue in the kitchen, we can argue outside, we can argue in the garage.
Right.
But when we get in that bedroom, we ain't talking about this no more.
There you go.
Don't go to bed.
What you talking about, Jamal? What you doing, baby?
Listen, I don't care what we got going on at 10:15. Right now it's 10:59.
Okay.
We done talked about that already.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, now
You want to talk about that? I see you outside in the living room.
Right.
But in this bed, it's gonna be a whole nother conversation. You understand?
Listen, that's real talk, and it takes
That's
both.
real life.
It takes both parties to enforce that, right? You got to make sure that you enforce that. It is time
Oh,
for.
no. I don't say women. Beyonce got y'all feeling like y'all just roses. All right, well, go ahead, listen to Queen Bee. She awesome. She amazing. All that. Y'all got a special power that y'all got in between y'all in y'all garden. However, every male has one of these, but it takes a real man to pull it out. When I say that, every boy knows how to pull it out and do what he do with his toy. But it takes a real man to know his worth and to say to his woman, baby, not tonight, and can look at her and go, you ain't getting it tonight. You ain't earned it. Well, baby, no, I ain't in the mood. You gotta do something to make me feel like it. Cause when I pull this out on you, you know how you finna feel. So until you get me in the place that I need to be, you don't get none. You ain't getting no more eggplant salad at the end of the night.
That's an interesting
Until
perspective.
you learn how to walk with that type of authority and pull it out like that, you're gonna always be her little puppet, her little pawn.
Yeah, I would like to balance that equation with the average marriage, and I think somebody will change their mind pretty quick.
They get hot in here.
Y'all gotta stay tuned with us. We're gonna be right back. Jamal's gonna stay with us. We got Jeffrey coming on, and tonight we are talking about who should initiate the romance in a relationship. Should it be the man or the woman? Stay tuned.
Man, we need a female on here.
Yeah,
we got it.
AP just stepped
Just
in
got
the
in the
building. She got her shoulders back with that smile on her face.
And right before we go,
yeah.
we got also a plaque for my man Booby. Yeah. That's been sitting in there, yeah. We had to redo it. If y'all came out with us, you already know we had one already.
I had to redo
But
it.
we redid it. We got it right this time.
Thank you,
Because
Booby.
one thing we do here, no matter what mistake might happen, we try to fix.
We will fix it.
And again, I want y'all to look at life the same way. We sit around this round table, it's not about being perfect. Are you willing to be fixed? Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to open up and learn? Because the opinions don't mean nothing if you ain't listening.
Okay.
And if you need help, you need to understand you need guidance. These things are a reflection of where you are at. Are you willing to open? Or are you going to stay closed? Don't stay closed-minded because we're here for a reason. This might just be your season. That's Bar Talk with Jay. That's for real.
All right, and we'll be right back.
AP's back in the building.
It's so good to see you guys. I miss you guys.
She had so much partying
It
last week.
was out partying, celebrating. She had a birthday last week.
I was.
So you folks wish her a happy belated.
Yes,
And
yeah.
I understand she had a good time, right? She teaches us how to drink in this afternoon during the break.
Yeah.
So we don't even want to know what all went on. Nah.
No.
But do we got that dude that I need to know how his day was? Do I got him on the phone with me right now that I gotta ask because it might slap the taste out of somebody's mouth? Jeffrey, are you on? Really?
Brother Jay, what's going on, sir?
Man, my day went good. I'm trying to figure out yours. How was your day, Jeffrey?
Oh man, it was okay. It was okay. What's the class? How you doing today,
Hey man, I'm doing good, bro. Doing good, thank you.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Listen, man, it was a good day. It was a pretty day in the day. It was hot like summertime. I felt like jumping in somebody's pool. But all the pools were closed, and that left me kind of stranded. But
Yeah.
in spite of all of that, you know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Oh, it's time to close your mouth and listen. You ask me some questions, I give you some answers from a man's point of view.
Okay.
Now listen, I got one reason for the habitually single woman and one reason for the habitually single male as to why you might be single. But before we get to that, here is my disclaimer. Now see, what I'm going to talk about might not apply to you, but it doesn't apply to you. I don't want you to put your foot up in this shoe.
But if it does apply to you, I want you to put both feet in both shoes and walk around in it because you're going to learn something tonight. Now, ladies, you go first.
Okay.
All right, ladies, some of y'all answer the single because you date, I committed. Now, this is what I mean. See, a man can come up to you, you got to check with your girls to see what she thinks and what they think before you give that man the affirmative. Or you could be in a relationship with the man, and the man messes up a little bit, and you got to run it by your girls to get their feedback before you can properly respond. So, you know, your man might actually put it down on you. You know, you kind of, you know, beat the brakes off him one night and laid it down proper. You got to go and tell your girlfriend, y'all tell him a little bit.
No.
And then when your girlfriends push up on your man, using all the information you done gave her, and she scoops his ass up, and she got some new advice for you. Go get you another one, because your ass is single.
That's facts.
I done stole your man.
That's facts.
You know, and it's a lot of facts because, again, too much information to somebody that really shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's
It's
facts.
between you and them.
Yeah.
Everything shouldn't be for everybody.
Yeah.
And I really feel like loose lips sink ships.
Mhm.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend should know certain things, but not all things.
Exactly.
Right.
What happens in the sanctity of your bedroom should stay in your bedroom.
Right.
Now, some people feel like Sight, I should be able to. You should be able to enjoy what's for you.
Mm-hmm.
That was for you.
Right.
So you're explaining something that somebody else is not feeling,
Right.
and you really think they're gonna understand? No.
Yeah.
Jealousy happens more than people know.
Yes, it does.
So stop
Yes.
that
Yes, it does.
and respect the fact that he gave you something that you enjoy.
Right.
Just enjoy it.
Yes.
But now you want to share that somebody else just took.
Yes.
So they really want to enjoy the experience that you called yourself giving.
Mm-hmm.
They find out for themselves. That's why you single down.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And I have given that advice to like female friends. Like you talk way too much about your situationship. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I guess being raised like I'm the youngest and I'm the only girl and I'm the only child because my dad was married twice, so I got the best of all worlds. Now my brothers were straight dogs, like when they were younger, and so between them and like male friends taught me the game. So one thing I will give men is that females, and I tell them you should take an example from dudes, and that dudes will talk about they jump off all day long, but they don't talk about they main. Like that's just off limits, especially when it comes to matters in the bedroom. Like dudes don't even ask about like that would cause a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas chicks get it backwards. Like they won't tell you who they jump off is, but they'll tell you that they blues penis curve to the left, and it's like I don't need to know all of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, and it's like you need to reverse that. Like I'll tell you all day about my maintenance man and what he did, but I'm not telling you about my dude. Like I literally. For a second, I had a girlfriend in undergrad. A couple girlfriends get really upset with me because I don't share information. Like I was engaged. I was like, yeah, no, we good.
Yeah.
She was like, well, you don't want to. I mean, we're here for you. Okay, well, we good.
Yeah. And in other words, what they were telling, what you're
We
telling.
good. Like I don't need to tell you nothing about because I'm not in a relationship with you. If I need to talk about my relationship, I'm gonna talk to the person I'm in the relationship with. Yeah.
I think point well taken, Brother Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Woo.
Wow. Turn to the left. Huh? All right.
Hold on.
I was going to say, women do
Hold on. This Jamal. Jamal, hold up. We have Brother Jeffrey on.
Yeah.
Where is he gone? Rock?
Oh wow.
I think he might have disappeared.
Well, ask him what his opinion
a little
was.
bit.
Yeah, we gotta get.
Go ahead, Jamal. Tell us
Why
where
we
you were
get
going with
Jeffrey
that. I'm
back?
sorry.
Hey, I don't care who your friend is. I don't care if y'all came from the
I don't know. Do we leave Jamal too?
I already know where he was going with that. I don't care. I don't care.
No, what he was getting ready to say was
Yeah.
like that's completely off limits. Like
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's what he was. But
I don't
like
care
chicks
who
will,
you are.
chicks will do that. Like they'll be like, well, let me tell you about me and my man about what's going on with us, and I'm like, here you go, you running
Hey,
your
listen, I'm
mouth.
telling you, I've seen on several occasions where a dude will come to work, you know, a couple 3 days and tell me, you know how he doing on his wife, you know what I'm saying, how he knocking it down, whatever. I never met the woman, right? So, you know, I'm like, okay, it's, you know, I understand you had a great time last night, you tried some new stuff, okay, great. But then she shows up one day bringing lunch. And my mind can't help but remember what he told me.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but,
Right.
you know, it just comes up like, man.
You paid the picture that
I can't even look at you the same. now.
Exactly.
yeah.
So, yeah,
But
that's
she's just so sweet now. Oh, I know how sweet
Okay.
she is.
yeah.
She's quite nasty.
Like, oh, you're the one with the special gift. Yeah, I would. Yeah, you know, you'll never tell her that.
Nah.
You know that you know, but you
Nah.
will certainly look upon
Yeah.
her, right? And that's why you can't share information because you don't want people to looking at you like that. You
Well,
know?
but you know what? I think some people do. I think that's why they share their information. Like
That
they
is
want
true.
you, like yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Hold on.
guys do.
Hold on.
Guys,
We got
I think
Jeffrey
guys
back.
do. Guys will tell
Jeffrey,
you.
you back with us?
Oh yeah, I'm back.
There.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that, man. I'm not sure what happened, but we're ready for the men.
All right, good deal. Now, don't think because I was delayed that fellas, y'all don't go next.
Uh-oh.
Fellas, I got that heat for you, and here we go. All right, fellas. Now, some of you were single because you simply are living the toxic lifestyle. I need you to understand. See, you can't even communicate to your woman without an acid tongue. So you don't know how to lead your woman without misogyny or something like that. You know, you can't build your woman up unless you are trying. So you can't build yourself up unless you're tearing down your woman. That's a toxic environment. I need you to understand that you can totally poison and paralyze your woman all you want to. You can keep on feeding her things that are not good for her soul. You can keep on doing those things. And then she gonna run up on a brother like me.
Mm-hmm.
And a brother like me will purify her body in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. A brother like me will take all that poison and give her a blood transfusion.
Right.
Of some good positive energy.
Right.
That'll bring her spirit back up to that level that she normally vibrates on.
Exactly.
And what's going to happen is I'm going to put her on the back of that motorcycle. Just like in Purple Rain. And I'm going to say, baby, you're going to make that seat wet because I know why it's wet. And we're
Right.
going to look at you and we're going to roll off in the distance on that street while Take Me With You was playing, leaving your ass sing.
Forever and ever and
More.
Wow.
Man,
Listen, you know, I'm just so far away from those environments where men talk to women like that. I'm not familiar with that. I don't really know where that comes from. And I'm an advocate for women. I'm telling you, if a man's got toxicity coming at you, it's coming from inside of his spirit. Right? It ain't off the surface of his head. It's coming from deep down inside of him. And that may be a sign that you need to get away. If you love him enough, maybe you can start to give him some help. But that's nonsense. You're not going to tolerate that. My daughter, my mother, my friend, my cousin, you're not going to tolerate a man being toxic to you and abusive to you verbally, much less physically. But there's just no place for that. You know, the toxic lifestyles, man, I'm hoping are a thing of the past, but they aren't, because there's a lot of people who suffer from those abuse scenarios. Yeah. So I'm just telling you, ladies, it's time to stand up. And if you're in a situation, get some help.
and I'm gonna say this because I'm in the A and the sad. There's men that need it too.
Yes,
There's
absolutely.
men getting abused
Yes.
verbally and going through things. So I can't just put it off on the women alone, because again, I love my mother and I'm there for the women as well. But there's men that take verbal abuse just as well. And again, this is a sickness. This is something that we need to work past. But that's why we need to communicate.
Right.
And we need to show the love, because the bottom line, you can do this and then somebody else can give you a transfusion.
Right.
And can change your life. And that's goes back to that romance we talking about. Am I willing to expose you to something better and higher?
Right. And listen,
And that's that deepness.
yeah, if you're in a situation like that, you should should seek the positivity. You should seek out the answer.
The transformation of where you are.
Transfusion. You seek for the transfusion, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, a guy coming through, you abusing your woman, a guy coming through and being nice to her. I mean, he may not even be packing, but he gonna serve it up so good because she just gonna be in tune with the love and with the positivity, right? Positivity can do a whole lot for a man's spirit, right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So thank you so much, Brother Jeffrey. Let's keep moving.
Listen, man, I was pondering what I was going to talk about tonight. I was thinking about the women talking to the girls and then the man talking to the woman with the toxic and the acid tongue, and it all comes down to communication. Everything that we talk about in these is all about communication in some form or the other. Man, what we have to be able to do, we have to be multifaceted in the way that we communicate with our women. Now, I ain't no front. Sometimes we have to check our women. Women, y'all got to understand that sometimes y'all will get a little loose at the mouth. Sometimes I think y'all can talk to us any type of way. That's not how it works. And what we're fully capable of doing is checking that ass, but what we got to do, man, we got to do it in a way that's assertive, that says, hey, I'm going to need you to know that you crossed that line. It's assertive. But it still maintains that sensitivity to her because she's still your woman. That's for the men. Now, ladies, this is for you. Listen, you can have the right man, the right guy that's doing all the right things, and you can blow it by letting that grown, super sophisticated, independent mouth of yours running a good man away. I want you to understand, ladies, you get a man that's giving you 85, 90% of what you want. What you need to do is adjust your attitude because that's about all you're going to get. Nobody's going to give you 100%. It just doesn't happen. They might give you 100% in spurts, but not 100% of the time. It doesn't work like that. If my overall performance is 90%, 85 to 90%, what I'm going to need you to do is watch that tongue. Because I promise you there are a lot of good men out there that have put up with a whole lot of stuff because you've given them what they need. A loose mouth ain't one of them. And acid tongue from a woman ain't one of them. So men, we have to be sensitive at when we hold our women accountable for their role in the relationship. And ladies, I need you to understand that even the Bible says it's better to live on the corner of a rooftop than to live in a house with a quarrelsome woman. I want you to research that because it is in the Bible. Once we start communicating to each other better, guess what? Our relationships will improve. And once our relationships improve, we'll start having some children that grow up with their mother and father in the household. That builds a sense of confidence in them, and they will go forth and continue to build on the legacies that we create. And once we have that legacy firmly established, our communities will grow in ways that people actually fear. Don't forget, it takes a nation of millions and a whole bunch of laws to hold our community back.
Yes.
Just think what's going to happen when we start working and partnering with each other and talking to each other like we need each other. And that's all I got.
Mm-hmm. You gotta give them the time.
That's a lot, man.
You gotta give them the time.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, Jeffrey, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to just dialogue. We got maybe about a minute here before we go to break. Who should initiate the romance in a relationship, men or women?
The man should. The man, here's the thing. Women love romance and all that stuff, fellas. If you figure out what she wants and you give it to her, everything that you want will come forth from that woman. I got to get you to understand, fellas.
Yeah. You
build the environment where your wife can thrive. Watch her throw on a wig and play role play with you or something like that with no hesitation.
Right.
You give her the right type of environment. You say, baby, listen, tonight I want some fruit. Why don't you have a damn fruit tray when you come home? If you give a woman the right environment, I'm telling you, fellas, that woman will be more apt and more open to do everything, nearly everything, to please you because you created an environment that allows her to grow.
Right.
So it's on the man. Romance is on us.
Yes. I like that answer. And that would be the answer I would side with.
And I have not.
But women got their part to play. But
no, y'all ain't saying nothing about women. You say, oh man, no,
yeah.
JJ like
he just saying. Now, see what I identify with is that he's suggesting that listen, the whole potential is in the woman. All you got to do is bring it out of her. All you got to do is open the door. All you got to do is find a way to let it out, right? To give her an opportunity to be comfortable and let it out herself. So
are we saying that the female is to never initiate sex.
No, never.
Oh,
No,
what?
that's not what we're
Oh,
saying.
it will come from me. I'll tell you that
is
right
not
now.
what we're saying.
Now,
That's not
wait.
initiating sex.
Jay saying,
I'm just trying to get
I'm
clear.
going with a different approach where I got y'all, where I make sure everything is comfortable in the home. But I really feel like a lot of time I want to give exposure. Like if she got romantic ways, I like for her to expose me to things that make me have a feeling of her. That I might say, hey, I like that, and I want to reciprocate.
Yes.
So now it becomes something that it's become ours. No matter where it come from, she gave, and then we add to it.
Listen.
Because it becomes ours. But when you just say, I do, I can also offend. Because
Yes.
that's not what she might not like. So I like it where it's kind of
You know what,
giving
Jay?
both ways. That's it.
I've been making a
I
statement.
want to jump in real quick because Jay, you make an excellent point when you
Yes.
say that there are points where you want to learn things about her. Hey, I'm with you.
Right.
Here's the thing though. This goes back to leadership. So when we lead like that by building that environment, she won't be able to help herself. All we have to do is sit back and take notes. Oh, she liked that. So we're going to make sure I do more of that and do it this way.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. Of course, she's going to get it back to you.
Yes.
It's just a matter of you planting that right type of environment where you begin to learn what makes her tick and what makes that cookie cook.
Cookie cook.
The cookie cook.
I like the cookie bubbling up. You know, I like that Captain Crook.
Yeah, I've been saying this for years, and it's been a very misunderstood statement that men want women to show them the love of a woman. And a man typically, you can't pull it out of thin air. He's got to experience it from a woman. And so for her to express her, her womanhood and, how she expresses her sensuality or sexuality or her romance, men are looking to receive that. They're looking to understand that. And,
Wow.
men can foster the environment so
Okay.
that can be revealed. Listen, you're not going to really know what your woman's freaky side is until she show you. And if you don't set up the environment, you're never going to get seen that part of it. You gotta set the environment. That's why he's saying the man really should initiate romance. It may not be active, but it could be very passive and very powerful towards leading to a romantic evening or a romantic encounter or just having a romantic relationship. So I think you just right on the money, Jeffrey. I appreciate everything you bring to the table, man. Any parting words for us tonight?
Oh man, words of wisdom. All women are bi. It's just a matter of if they're bisexual or bipolar. It's up to the men to figure that out.
That's Jeffrey. I ain't got nothing to say on that one. All right. You don't know that one, Jeffrey.
Man, I tell you what, the things that come out on this show. Listen, folks, it is time for us to take another break, and you guys stay with us. We want to thank the good Reverend Dr. Jeffrey. Appreciate you, my brother. We'll talk to you next week.
Hi man,
And
take it easy.
okay, and you folks stay with us. We're gonna keep the fire lit. We'll be right back.
But we're going to bring it back real quick, and we're going to go back to the topic. What's the topic again?
Okay.
I got to have some fun.
The topic is who should initiate the romance in a relationship, men or women?
I'm going to have some fun all day up front, crap. I'm going to let you be the good guy later. I'm going to go ahead and be the bad guy.
Okay, go right ahead.
Jeffrey said men shit. Now I'm gonna set the precedent of the home front and the comfort level. But I really feel like we are to do it together. And I'm gonna tell you why
Together, I
I
think
feel
that's the
togetherness is because one thing should never come to the table is what somebody else did. Do not mention another person in this experience. It should be about how I want to feel with you.
Right.
We have to build our own chemistry and our own life together. But it shouldn't be built off what somebody else did. It's about how I feel. In certain things I enjoy,
Yes.
and I like to enjoy with you without mentioning another person.
Right.
Somebody got this game twisted.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Well, my last man did this for me. I don't know where it came from. I ain't busting nobody out, but I'm
Your
having
ex,
some
right?
fun
You know what?
tonight.
And he's your ex, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, because my last man, listen, it's not gonna get me to want to do anything about repeating another man.
Right.
But when you let me know there's something that I like to enjoy, and then you get a spin for me, that means you understand what I like, and you put a spin that I can enjoy. And now it become our enjoyment.
Right.
It ain't about nobody else, because everybody shows you something.
Right.
You understand yourself better through people that you experience things through. It's called exposure.
Right.
But you don't take them exposures, start giving names as you, oh, well, so-and-so taught me this, and so-and-so. Shut up and realize it's up to you. It's called your formula.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They add it to you, but you are the core base.
And how about this comment? What a real man or a real woman is supposed to do.
Now,
What a real man.
that can be an insult, because when you tell me about a real man, what the hell are you saying to me?
Right.
Because I am never going to be nothing less than a real man.
Right.
But when you want to say, well, they did this and that, that's a bad start. Okay? So
There's a
I
way
would
to
tell
package
you,
things.
watch your word,
Yeah, there's a way to
back
package
that up,
Yeah.
and realize that, and this is called finesse, because that's what
Yeah.
people fail to realize.
Yeah.
Is, you know something, baby, as good as you are, can we try something? See, at this point, I gave you credit, because you my man.
Right.
Now, when I say that ATL, no, get it twisted right now. 'Cause I'm straight, dude. But anyway, I gotta say man, because I'm gonna put it people apart. You know, I'm just saying.
Why does
I have no choice. I have no
You
choice.
say that every time. don't you?
I ain't got no. I mean, hey, I watch
You don't
Tyler
have to
Perry.
discuss
I
it.
watch Medea.
You good.
Hell no.
Okay.
No, I ain't that good. But anyway, you want to make sure that a person understands. I got you, but you was good. Back it up to, you know, if we can try this. You know, I think you know, rock my world with this. If I just finesse you to realize you are that person,
Yeah.
and I want to experience some things that I'm basically saying I experienced somewhere else, but I ain't mentioning none of that. But I want to take it another level with you.
Right.
Now at that point, it grabs your attention.
Right.
Now if you like it or not, that's up to y'all. But the worst way is, you know, if you was a real man, you would do it like this. Now,
packages things?
whoever is ignorant enough to do that,
Yeah.
please understand.
Yeah. And listen, I
When
hope
you get escorted out that damn door,
listen. I hope
yeah,
somebody
you
wouldn't be
and
so.
that last dude, get back with
They
him,
wouldn't
okay?
be
No,
so
see,
vain as to do it in the
Good example.
bedroom.
Good example.
Good
So
example.
years ago, years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, keep going. When you was
Yeah,
a kid, you was a
years
kid.
ago. I was in a relationship, right? And so this is our, you know, Valentine's Day was coming up. This is for Valentine's Day,
Uh-huh.
right? And so, you know, dude tried to do the whole. He was like, well, you know, I don't do Valentine's Day because, you know, it's a made-up holiday and blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, for real? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, I said, there's a picture of me as a baby in my crib, and my father had gotten me a little box of Godiva chocolates and a single rose. And every Valentine's Day since, like, there's a picture of me with the Valentine's Day gift that my father and my brothers and my uncles have given me. So, yeah. Basically, every man of significance in my life, who was in my life, got me a Valentine's Day gift. Yeah. So he was like, oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I said, well, let me put it to you another way.
Change the game.
The man that I will be fucking on Valentine's Day will do Valentine's Day.
My way.
Time for you to make a pimp decision. Like,
1-800-Flowers.
No. You remember when he got her? The chocolate.
Godiva
I'm gonna make that motherfucker picture perfect.
Watch out.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Facebook and find that picture.
Yeah.
Find exactly what kind of. See,
it's just the way that you finesse and you package things. It's
figure it out.
Just you figure it out, dude.
But
Like,
the thing is, how she presented it.
Figure it out,
If you
dude.
really like her,
You
you
gon'
research it and do. But
it's
to
about
me,
compromise. It's about that.
to me,
And so it sounds like we are in agreement that the man really got the got the role.
Well,
I mean,
she- no, she finessed
the
him in.
majority, not the minority, but he's got
Oh, no.
a greater role in.
He said he don't do it. She finessed him to do it.
But yeah, I mean, she just gave him the option that hey. You
Oh no, that wasn't no option, bro. She was about to say what she was gonna
Yeah, it
give
was
him.
an
she
option.
said
I just
it
want to
was
go see him on
she-
Valentine's Day. I'll call
Oh,
you.
who you was gonna be with?
I'll call you the next day.
she said the
Yeah,
part.
after
You know what I'm saying?
maintenance man
Just
left.
like, okay, just like for instance, I had a really good male friend ask me, he was like, I don't know how to tell my side chick, you know, that she's my side chick and Valentine's Day is coming up. And I was like, great way to do that. I said, you call her and you say, what you doing the day after Valentine's Day?
Damn game.
Just go ahead and set that expectation. Like, don't even ask
Oh,
for that
Lord,
day.
get
'cause
your
that
ball on the
ain't-
phone. Get your ball
that
on the
ain't for you.
phone.
It's not for you. That day's not for you.
I got a contract on this day.
Ask her what she doing on February
Hey,
15th.
you already know what day you ate. Get.
Right. Ask her what she doing on the 15th, my G.
Negative reverse selling. That's
Oh
negative reverse.
Lord.
Hey,
man.
That's how I break that news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just believe both parties have. I just believe that both parties have the.
Oh,
the
shit.
you know, they
I
have
think
the responsibility.
Yes,
you
the
know.
onus falls on both parties.
Yeah, on
I'm
both
sorry.
parties,
I
yeah.
can't. I can't have. Especially if we living together, I can't just have that walking around and I don't get dibs on that. Like, what is that?
Right.
He said, I'll get
Exactly
this.
right.
That's insane.
That's how we feel.
You should have
too.
morning wood before you pee.
Oh
Come on.
yeah.
Ah!
Oh yeah. That's a
Don't
privilege.
do that.
Why
What?
you ain't say nothing?
I got to wait for you to say something? What part of the
Hey,
game is
I
this?
like
High
that, man.
five.
What part of the
like
game
that.
is this?
I like that.
Yo,
I
it's 2018.
remember-
We got probes on Mars.
I cannot remember exactly what it was that my dad did. My dad did something
Mm-hmm.
like for the house, for the family,
Right.
that just lit my mother on fire,
Yes.
right? And I heard her.
Mhm.
She tried to whisper, but she was like, you know what, boy, you know what? I got something for you tonight. I got something for you tonight, boy.
Right.
I was like,
Do
damn.
something.
What
Yeah.
what had to do?
I didn't figure it out until years later, but
Oh, Lord.
but listen, all the time, it was almost like they used to set it up, you know? It was like, yeah, meet me in bed, or meet me about 10 o'clock tonight, yeah. You know, it was always some,
Side
Good
talk.
stuff.
yeah,
That's
you know,
good stuff.
just romantic talk, you
I'm
know?
glad they didn't let the kids kill their sex life.
Setting it up.
That's good.
Yeah, my dad wasn't giving a damn about me being in the next room. Not at all, you
Teach
know?
this boy something.
Yeah.
He wasn't caring at all.
Yeah.
So,
I hope you asleep, Sonny.
Not, oh well.
Show me up. You hear that? I'm glad you ain't busting there trying to help your mama.
That's your daddy's passion like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Why? Don't mess with that. So, I think both parties have the responsibility. I think that romance just doesn't start happening in the bedroom. And I think we talked about that before. It starts long before the bedroom.
Yes.
It starts in the way you handle that tough conversation that y'all had to have last night about money, or about the kids, or about the house, or whatever is in life that's challenging you. It's in the midst of those discussions. You know, you got to show some understanding and some caring, and you got to show that you respect. Those are qualities that will reveal romance. If somebody disrespects you as soon as you walk in the house, or start talking noise as soon as you walk in the house, they just shut romance down. You was gonna do something nice. You were gonna, handle life a certain way that evening, but now they just shut it down. And I just asked the question a few minutes ago before you got here. I think it was before you got here. How much potential love is lost in the first 15 minutes of getting home, where somebody is excited to see you and they think they're gonna break it off tonight, and all of a sudden you start popping off at the mouth, and you start doing something knucklehead.
Here's the thing.
Talk to us.
So foreplay starts like in the morning before you leave for work or whatever it is that you do in life. I don't know your life.
Okay.
What I hear from chicks who cohabitate with dudes, I don't know why you would do that, but whatever. But for chicks who like cohabitate with dudes, like they just want simple shit. Like they just want, like if he would just. So here's one thing that just drives my girlfriend crazy, right? So like her dude gets up in the morning before she does.
Mhm.
And like and they have like the coffee maker on automatic, it comes on automatically.
Mhm.
So like whatever coffee's left in in like the last 2 cups or whatever, which 2 cups is really 1 cup. Like, fuck that. All right. So like he'll drink that, but he won't like brew a full pot of coffee.
Ooh.
But you've been up for like 2 hours, dude. So when she get up, now she gotta make herself some cup. But you sitting up there with your cup. She's like, if this Negro would just, if he would just make some coffee. Like, and we'll have her be like, I was wondering, I want another cup of coffee. Like, well, why didn't you make another pot of coffee? Like, you think that I don't want no coffee? Like, you in my house is my coffee maker. What you think? It was here before you got here. I didn't drink coffee.
Listen, that's romance.
It's romance. And if he brought her a cup of coffee, I guarantee you he would get hit on the side of the bed. And he don't even know.
Make the coffee.
He don't
Make
even
the
know.
coffee.
Now, what she just said, I'm gonna go.
That's deep.
I'm gonna
That's
go
deep.
right in with it. Like
I
me,
like that.
I've been working early in the morning for long.
Mhm.
I don't even eat breakfast.
Mhm.
I'm hard in the paint, bro.
Right.
I go up, I'm out the door.
Mhm.
Shower, dress, cleaned up, out the door to do what I gotta do, whatever job I gotta work. So somebody said, well, do you eat breakfast early in the morning? And I said, I ain't got time. It said it's an important meal of the day. I was like, I understand that. But I try to do lunch, a big lunch,
Right.
to make up for the fact that I don't eat breakfast because sometimes I eat a little late. And I just keep my cycle going.
Mhm.
But I've been working hard like a workhorse for a long time. So it's nothing new to me. And she said, well, I think that a person that I care for should have that. Now, I thought that was cute. This is a conversation.
Mhm.
But when a person is actually with you and they wake up to make sure you have that,
Mhm.
gave me experience of something that I wasn't really used to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of remember a little bit when I was married and I went through some things. I wouldn't get up to cook for her brother. She might have made something early. I don't, but you might have got it leftover. But
You
you know,
can
she
warm it
did
up
that.
in the mouth.
Yeah, just being real. But that person was being thoughtful enough because of what I was doing.
Mhm.
And to do something like that for somebody, and then I used to hear somebody else say, why would you do something for a person and that ain't your husband? And my whole thing is about when y'all got side talk is to realize, is he even potential to be? If he a
Right.
potential to be, then show a person how they would be, and then they can grow to be what they need to be. 'Cause my whole thing is, breakfast has never been big for me.
Mhm.
Never, and it still ain't to this very day.
Right.
Because my whole thing is just, I love the fact that somebody showed me something.
Mhm.
Right.
That show is just something that she wanted to do for me.
Right.
That's loving and caring on her part. That's
Right.
different than mine.
And it's
Mine,
romantic.
yes,
Yes.
and mine is receptive as in, okay, you gotta be did this.
Right.
But I also made sure I ate it. Because
Yeah.
why? She took the time and made
right.
it.
Yeah. Go in.
So that's where that romance come from.
Right.
Because
Yes.
that person was non-selfish,
Right.
got up right around the time I did not have to,
Right.
and made sure that I knew I did this yours.
That your
And then
mom
here's a
would
little bit of
appreciate
what,
it. Right.
and push your ass out.
Yes.
And it's like,
Right.
really,
That's
you
another
gotta
thing.
learn that a person cares for you in certain ways, and you got to adjust to see if you even. But what I also noticed, some people feel like I ain't gotta do nothing because I ain't that person. Don't worry, you will never be anything to me. You will always come by here. Cause you ain't
Yeah,
paying.
but you don't give up all the goods. Like no person
don't give
deserves
up all.
the goods.
Well,
Like
first of all,
no, you like
I
you're
don't
not-
believe in giving up
Like
everything.
I'm not. If
Because I will always
if we
do
ain't
one
took
thing.
if we haven't taken a commitment ceremony
No.
or if I don't have your last name, then yeah, no, you ain't getting everything.
No, all I
Like
got was breakfast.
what the mitigated audacity of that.
No,
Like,
all I got was
yeah.
breakfast.
Like you can get a snippet of what this might be.
Yeah,
like.
that's all she
Yeah,
did.
but you're not.
No,
yeah.
I ain't.
You're not gonna really know
No,
until you
absolutely
get it.
not.
But I
Right,
tell you
right.
what, that snippet was a great insert.
There you go.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Right.
what I'm
Like,
getting
Lean
is,
in.
I ain't telling everybody to do everything, but a snippet
Yeah.
is a great thing.
Just give us
And listen, I just say it's as simple as this: going the extra mile produces romance, right?
It is.
Going the extra mile will produce. At least it'll give the door, the window of opportunity
Open.
for romance to be had. You know, if that's nothing more than, you know, I always took pride in in saying goodbye or in the morning to my
No,
wife,
that's-
right?
no.
So she's in the bed, half asleep.
Uh-huh.
I'm dressed, walking out the door. That's a special kiss on the cheek. baby, I miss you today. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you tonight. Blah blah blah. I hope you have a great day. That moment is just is something that appeals to
Crap,
to a relationship.
So you woke her up? You woke her up to say hi?
Is that a person that's gonna be a
Hell
significant?
yeah.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, is that a
Probably
real?
need to be up, huh?
Is that a significant other, or is that just
No, that was
Okay, we got
Yeah.
clear this ATL.
that was the long haul program.
Okay, I was just saying.
Yeah.
Because an ATL, if you know she ain't gonna be there,
Yeah.
just let it shoot. This no is a no. To know don't take nothing.
Why do you have to leave notes
There's
to state
security.
that?
Yeah, I do.
What company are you keeping?
It's
If you have to
security.
leave
Hey.
notes to specify.
I'm not
Don't
for sure.
steal my shit.
I'm just trying to tell you, I ain't for sure, but I got security cameras
Wow.
and I got your fingerprint.
Yeah. Make
Wow.
sure you get your shoes.
Yeah, and don't leave shit.
Sounds like a strip club concept.
I don't know about the strip club because I ain't got a pole, but just know you ain't got a constant job over here.
Hey, listen, folks, it's time for us to go to break. Y'all
That's
stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with the last
Temporary
part of Bar Talk with Jay.
Man, if y'all didn't understand the debate we just had, man, I hope y'all understand. We gotta make a change in the game.
Yeah.
Because again, there's a lot of things going on, and communication seems to be a serious breakdown in between people.
Yes.
But I love the finesse. I like the finesse.
You gotta know how to
portion.
finesse.
Yeah.
Because you can finesse, you can
Yeah.
get things over that might come across in ways that we can call disrespectful.
This is true.
And we don't ever want to disrespect anybody because people, men definitely got egos. And if you disrespect them by talking about another man, it's easy to bruise and you don't lose them, guaranteed. But to be able to know how to handle him in a way that can encourage him, now, this is the
Build them
positive
up.
way.
Right.
There's a lot of things that can happen, and I love what AP said. You don't give everybody everything. Totally agree with that. Because if you do everything for a man, you handicap. And he might not even be the one that you end up with.
Right.
So then you feel like you lost time. I don't want nobody to be handicapped, but to show a potential of what you feel
Yeah.
would never be lost because that's just you.
Right.
Now that right there is encouraging. And to me it's romantic as well because it's exposure. You have to expose a little bit to somebody so they can be encouraged by you. And then they expose a little bit to you and then y'all grow. Now that encouragement is something that needs to be grown together.
Right.
Now y'all got your own chemistry. So even when it don't work, it was y'all's. So you don't take that and transplant. That's what I noticed. I know somebody that got divorced, they take that ring and they give it to the next one.
Right.
Listen, that's the
We're
cheap.
recycling rings?
They recycling rings now.
Wow, sir. It's amazing what you and your friends do.
Yeah,
It's
well, they
amazing.
my friends.
I don't
'cause
know them people.
I don't know them people.
I've been married one
The
time.
chicks I know pick they shit out.
I'll tell you right now.
You getting that one.
When I got married, I got divorced, and my ex got all her rings.
Wow.
Because every one of them rings was a gift.
Right.
Right.
Through all our struggles, through all our things,
Right.
and I would never want to take anything from her.
Well, that and the state
Because
of
one of the
Georgia.
things I would always say is some things you just don't ask back.
Yeah.
If a person was there for me, everything is as simple as a gift. You know, she could have took the kids back.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, but they didn't. But anyway, got
Yeah,
one
no,
now.
I would love to.
One of the things I can
Take them too.
they can get it back, but they ain't taking the kids back. And she took the ring, but the ring was just a symbol of what we went through.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, and if she's willing to keep it, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Because again, everything ain't lost. She might not wear it.
Yeah.
She has it.
Yeah.
And I have a place somewhere in a drawer somewhere that I know for a fact that I carried her and I helped her, and she became a stronger person as well. We all have to carry some things, but we don't have to show the things. We are to change. But if you keep taking negative experience and you take that to the next person, that's just a negative experience. It was never negative to me. You can look at it that way, but you can change a perception.
There you go.
And she ain't never made it where I had to look at it negative. I took it negative because I didn't like things that was going on. But the bottom line, I gave some positive things and she did too. You remember what you want to.
Yeah.
And that's just your mom.
Yeah. And so, AP, I want you to enlighten us a little bit.
That might be the wrong one.
What's up?
Well, go for it.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
Give us half a dozen things that men could or should do to be romantic with a woman, with women. What are some, maybe just a little out of the box, maybe some things that, some marks that we miss, some things that you'd like to see, maybe your interest?
I think the first mistake that men and women make when dating is that they date the other person the way they want to be dated themselves versus really having a conversation with the person or just seeing what the other person likes. You know, there's a way that you can figure out a person's love language. Because you can be giving your all, dating this dude or dating this chick the way you perceive love, right? Or the way you perceive somebody liking you. And they still wait for you to go above and beyond.
Right.
Like they may not even know that you like them. They just think that you're just a regular, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to have a conversation with a dude, like he was just like, I mean, every time we go out, like I've bought, you know, like I've treated. I'm like, every dude I go out with treats. I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? Like, I know that language. That doesn't mean, like, plus it was like impromptu. It was just like, yo, what you doing? Like, I'm at the bar. Oh, well, let me pull up. Okay. I mean, I was already here. Like, I was already gonna do something here. So, like, that's not a date. But anyway, so like, I digress. So, like, I think that people should, like, really take the time to figure out what makes the other person tick. You know what I'm saying? As far as how do they perceive another person liking them? Because you can be giving your all and the person don't even, like, y'all not even talking the same language. Like, they may not even know that you like them or whatever. So I think that that's a very good, like, so, you know, when a person, you know, like, is trying to show you that they're trying to do X, Y, Z, like, what does that look like for you? You know? And it's like, well, you know, I like this or I like that or, you know, like, yeah, you know, like that kind of thing. And I think that, because I think that leads to a lot of frustration. So I'll hear, like, I'll know two people, genuinely know the two people. And I'll know, like, let's say his love language is spending quality time, right? And, like, she may be really busy, so she just may buy a lot of gifts. Like, oh, I saw the new J's came out, so I picked them up for you. And he's like, thanks, babe. And he's just, like, playing the game. And she's like, he just shit on this gift I gave him. And he's just like, she just thinks she can buy my love. So it's like they not
love them different.
They just bumping heads and they don't even realize, like, they really do care about each other, but they just not speaking each other's love language and just like have a conversation. That's all it is. You know?
Yeah.
Like, get out the game, baby.
Right.
And I did something for you where,
right.
baby, I
like,
got out the game now because I have to get your attention.
Right.
The game had you, I have you now.
Right.
And that's that finesse. But as long as you let him keep playing his game, he's in his zone.
Mm-hmm.
So your gift is not received to you. And that's that mentalness.
Right.
Now she's feeling a certain type of way and he's like, well, she bothered me during this game.
Right.
Not understanding of the gift.
Right.
Now later he might look at the shoes and be like, damn, these the ones I seen and she was with me. She went back and got. Now his thought is like, man, if I would have, man, I'd stop playing that game. If I had known, but I just thought she just bought a pair.
Right.
Not knowing it was a special pair.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now he feeling like, I don't know how I'm gonna make this up.
And you can't.
That is a very big thing when you are in zones and you ain't vibing.
Right.
Yeah.
But you vibe to be with her.
Yeah. And once you learn that love language, you know, you gotta stay in that zone, whether that's your zone or not. You know, if she needs words of encouragement, you know, poems, then you got to be a poet. You got to do some stuff like that. If she needs, there was acts of service. Sometimes they need physical touch. Sometimes they need gifts.
Go get the coffee.
Go get the coffee. Go get the coffee, man. Right? And listen, that was, you know, when I was married, it was some years ago now. It was over 15 years ago now. I remember learning that my wife's hot button was participation in the household chores. And so I was out working. She was taking care of the home and the family. And so, but when I came home and folded a load of clothes, oh, bruh, that got her excited.
See,
you know,
see.
like maybe fix the dinner sometimes, maybe help clean up. That was her hot button. You know,
Yeah.
that showed her in her own way that I care. And when I learned that, I just started participating
Boom.
without.
Boom.
Yeah, it just became what I did.
Boom. I know one pet peeve of chicks. Again, who cohabits. I don't know why you did this, but like if dude beats them home, and he wait for her to get home before he be like, so babe, what you gonna cook? I'm hungry.
Right.
That causes like homicidal thoughts. And
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
and a lot of my
It
female
does.
friends- A lot of my female, like I just saw myself just cutting his airway off
That's
with my
real.
hands.
Yeah.
And I was
Because and let me explain in just a moment. That is a it's almost a punt. It's
Yeah, I
almost
would've
like
clicked out
I'm gonna
too.
sit on the
I
sideline
would've
and
clicked
wait
out.
till she come in and figure it out. Even if I don't plan on cooking, I'm at least gonna pull something out of the freezer. I'm gonna start throwing it out. I
You
might
can
pull
at
out
least
the
have something
vegetables.
thought out.
You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Yeah.
Have
you
a
know,
thought.
try.
A plan.
That's all it is. It's about
Now-
trying.
Now, I'm gonna give y'all something that I experienced too.
Y'all tripping.
Now, this person can cook, but she wanted me to be more active because I'm always coming late because I work so long.
Right.
All my jobs, I'm 12 hours, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I would come in, tired, but this person thawed it out, seasoned it. Like, I just wanted you to put on the grills. And this is the finesse because you do such a great job.
Yeah.
Now, to me, a person that
Right.
grills and I'm not a cook, I already got the side dishes. You know, they simmering, they ain't quite done because I didn't know exactly what time he's gonna make it home. I know you do the grill thing, but I put the charcoal over there. She set it up. She set me up.
Exactly.
So it's called a finesse. So I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
You ain't got no
you know,
choice.
one you want to be mad because I work and now I gotta cook, but really you ain't cooking.
You ain't cooking.
You're doing a saute small deal
Right.
when she already thought of. So now this is what I want people to think about. If she thought about this, that was a romantic notion that she wanted you to finish something
Right.
that she already thought of.
Right.
Can you add value to it?
Right.
And that's a lot of times where we fall short because it's like, well, I had a rough day. Don't take your day that had nothing to do with her thoughts
Right.
and ruin it by, well, what all I did at my job. Listen, your job
Ain't done.
was done. No, your job was done there.
Right.
It ain't done at home.
That was the job that they paid you to do.
Right.
Okay? Now, when you get home, you have an obligation
That's
to
right.
her and your others.
That's
Right.
right.
And that's where we kind of fall short. Well, you didn't even ask me about my day because she thought of a happy day for you once you got there.
Yeah.
But you want to bring your other stuff into it and make it miserable because
Right.
you ain't have a great. You can change your whole environment
Yes,
Nobody
your
has
attitude.
by your attitude.
Right.
And my whole thing is, she thought about the grill
Mhm.
and how you grill. She
Mhm.
thought about putting the charcoal by the grill. Less work for you.
Mhm.
Yes.
So
She
at
thought
this
of
point,
everything.
you want to argue,
Mhm.
but sometimes you need to think.
Sometimes you need to
How
step
much
back. That's right.
preparation did she put into this
Right.
while you over here complaining?
Right.
She basically could have did it, but she said no. I
Yes.
want you to complete it because
Right.
you are part of
Part
what
of
I
it.
want.
Yeah.
Man, that's romantic. And that's why I say people say you ain't romantic. People can make you
They
romantic.
can.
Put them in the position
Yes.
to gain.
Yes, Jay. And see, that's a whole idea and
Yes.
simply gratitude, right?
Oh.
You about to make me stand up on that one. Yeah, I thought about that one, man. What I did. I like,
I got you excited right there. Didn't you?
Ooh.
Listen, gratitude. If your wife or if your man has fixed you your favorite dish,
Oh my God.
they was thinking about you long before you got
Yes.
home.
Right.
They was started thinking about this yesterday, a day
Right.
before yesterday, and being mindful of the love that people are sharing with you
Right.
is important. You got to be able
Right.
to experience the love that people are trying
Right.
to give. And if somebody's sets up your table and make sure you always got a toothpick on the table next to your meal with napkins and your favorite beverage, it's a lot of orchestration going in
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about you
That
before
is.
you even showed up.
Right.
Crap, I tell you what, one of the meals I never messed up was one of them kind of meals.
Never
Because
did. Never
I
did.
always had my own preparation, my own thoughts. But when that person did that, it put me in another zone.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost
yeah.
like failing is not an option.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I thought about my day and all I went through, and then at this point, it's like, okay, drain your brain.
Yeah.
Now, everybody said they need a couple minutes to kind of jump down.
Yeah.
No, she set a tone
And
that I don't need that moment no more. It's like she's letting me know whatever your day was, she nagged me.
Yes.
When I walked through the door, I didn't know what I was walking into. When I walked in and I seen this, and it's like, okay, it didn't no candles. It was just nice, regular, little stuff simmering on the stove. Okay, what we eating? I wanted you to finish this with the meat because you know what you do.
Right.
And again, little prep and I want you to finish this. And I'm like, oh, finish it. Wait a minute, you know what? I put the charcoal over there, and I know you know what you do. Now I ain't for sure, but I did everything I think you want to do because now it's pre-thought.
Once you participate
Premeditated.
in her plan, it's nothing but gravy for you on the other side.
When I say gravy, bro, she had a thought.
Yeah.
What we kill it is we have a notion of where we were. She's not asking you to stay there.
Right.
Can you let that go and
Come on
continue
into the here and now.
where you need to be? Understand, these are our payments, and one of the things I want you to do is come to the table and understand. I'm not trying to control your household at all. If I can at least get an opinion that's going across the table that can cause a conversation to make you and yours become successful, I mean, I want y'all to be great.
Right.
Then I did a good job.
True.
If I can start a debate, I want to debate. Really, I like a debate more. You know why? If I don't really like Jay's view, but I like AP's view, y'all might be able to hear each other.
There you go.
It's not about our own, it's about yours.
There you go.
So if you can hear something that makes somebody understand you better, then guess what? Y'all make harmony, and guess what? That's romantic to me.
And listen, don't you think it's a good idea if a new couple has a conversation? They have a debate about what romance is in a relationship.
Why wouldn't it?
Each
Why
person
wouldn't
could
you?
hear.
You'll learn it better.
You'll
got
learn.
yeah.
I mean, if even if you don't quite do it, it won't be because she ain't tell you. Because she's going to make sure her needs get shared during those conversations, and perhaps he is too.
So what is a good way for a chick to approach a dude about, because y'all have said several times tonight that y'all have egos.
We have egos, so the number one thing you want to do is understand the man. So if you don't want, number one thing is disrespect, right?
Right.
So a woman don't want to be disrespected, nor do a man.
Right.
So if you at least take the time to know a man, and you want to finesse him, then you will use the things that he already gloats that he wants to do. So if, like me, I like to grill. But I'm not a person that can say I cook in the kitchen and do all that all the time.
Yes.
So I told you, this person did the side dishes of cooking all that, and she left me just the grill. That means the person remember what I do and things that I've done, and she's like, yo, you do a great job of this. So I did these other things, and wow. To me, it's like she stroked my ego of you good on the grill, but I also enhanced you by I know I did something extra that I don't see you always do, which is the side dishes. So I knocked the sides, you did the grill, and she made me feel like at this point it can be complete.
Watch this.
What's that?
Just because I know a little bit about AP, only from the show, it sounds like the
Only
question
the show?
was intended to say, hey, you fallen short in a certain area perhaps, and I need to convey this message to you so that we can keep the good thing going. Right? And it's not easy to break bad news, and not that you have to, you're going to break bad news in a way that edifies, that creates understanding.
Give me
You know
real
what I mean?
world examples.
I got you. AP.
If you're not laying it down in bed the way the way your girl feel like you need to be laying it down, how does she say that to you? Go.
Okay.
Baby, I want it harder and a little faster.
No.
I mean, you know,
Jason,
listen, what,
no.
you know, how do you play around with that subject?
How you-
how do you play around
Because
with that?
that could be a deal breaker.
No, yeah,
so like,
hold on, like this. Baby, I noticed, last night you, I don't know where you were, but I know you was more attentive to your car last week.
okay.
And when your car broke down, it's like
Uh-huh.
you went to the other end of the world to make sure
sure.
it was going.
Mhm.
But last night with me, where were you?
Mhm.
Because your car got more attention
That's
than me.
good, Jay. That's
So,
good.
so my
very
whole thing
good.
is
That's very
not
good.
to make him feel belittled completely. It's
Right.
just you put a lot of passion in certain, and I
Right.
noticed.
Right.
So it's not like I'm just saying somebody else gave it better. See, I'm saying don't put nobody else into it.
No, absolutely.
I want you to be the best for me, and then
Right.
I noticed what you gave to your car.
Okay.
You made sure the tow truck made it. You
Mhm.
followed the tow truck with the other car.
Mm.
You made sure everything made sure that car was fixed and was right.
Mhm.
And then you complained about it. But then when you came home, it didn't work out.
You didn't
well.
handle business like
So
that here.
to me, you don't want to be like, yo, your performance last night just sucked,
Mhm.
and you need to do better, or
Yeah, you don't. You
I'm going somewhere. See,
Okay,
now
you want to attempt
Okay.
to salvage what you got.
right? You
know?
putting failure and everything else in there, but to me, you pushing. I know your passion.
Go ahead.
Okay, speed round. All right. So, the chick that you're with
Mhm.
wants you to do more chores around the house. Go.
The chores around the house.
Baby, I need your help. I'd like you to help me more around the house, right? And I need a little help with this. She's got to convey it. Once she conveys it, she got to assess the recipient. I mean, is he getting it? And
What you
really-
mean? Is he get? What is she
No,
speaking
no,
Spanish?
no,
She
she-
speaking
he
English?
got-
No,
he
no,
give
just
me
because
his.
she's
I got
saying
mine.
it don't mean that he's not still
I got
taking it in, right?
Yeah.
It may,
Wait.
it may be something that
Time out.
she said
Flag on
dozens
the
of
plate.
times. She said it dozens of times that I need your help. But on this particular day, maybe she's just kind of fed up. Maybe she's gotten to the point where it was too heavy, and she's saying it again, right? But this time she's saying it like flaring her nose a little bit. She's saying it like,
Yeah.
So can I ask a question?
I mean,
gotta say it.
you asked, crap.
Why would it have to be asked multiple times? You grown.
Hold
you
on.
shouldn't have to.
You didn't ask
But
me.
that's the nature of
See, you
relationship.
said multiple times you got crab. You ain't asked me yet.
I mean, it's
okay, how about
okay,
this?
The
now
question
it's my
is
turn.
open because
Go
I'm
ahead,
still
Jay.
trying to figure out why we repeating ourselves.
No,
to
no,
adults,
this-
but you go right ahead.
Since you was reading what's the question? How can I help you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you tell me what things you put around the house to help you help you? Because again,
Mhm.
it's about finesse.
Mhm.
So again, it's all about romance, right? We want to make the romance happen. So again,
Right.
when you was like, oh, I need some help,
Yeah.
I did some things around the house. If you can find them, I got something for you. Sometimes it's a treat to show somebody something different.
That's just you
not
dangling a
right.
carrot to distract them from the fact that you ain't
Well,
been taking the trash out for the
Hold
past
on,
3
hold on,
weeks.
hold on.
No, dude. Like,
No.
let's talk
Hold
about
on.
this trash being taken out.
This
Right.
trash didn't
'Cause
get
I can
taken
get that
out.
anywhere.
Honey,
No, it's not about.
You know
it ain't about it.
Honey.
It's about. I need some things done. See,
Yes.
you can have multiple things around the house.
Yes.
He has to go around to figure it out.
No.
She trying to deliver.
What
She trying to-
Handcraft just said was that old girl been telling him to take the trash out for the past
Well,
3
that-
weeks,
that-
and now
he-
all of a sudden
he
she set it in a
ain't
way
catch it.
where she picked up a knife and set it in a way to make him listen. So I'm trying to figure it. So if she was saying the same thing for 3 weeks,
He ain't listen. He ain't gonna get it. That's this simple.
right? Okay.
Now going back to finessing,
Yes.
having fun.
There we go.
Is romance is as if. And Kraft can understand when she picking with you,
Mhm.
and this is having fun. This
Mhm.
is what romantic side
Yes.
is. I know Kraft come in and put certain things certain places, so she give you a little your favorite candy in a certain spot. You go to grab your jacket and the candy's there, right? So now she's saying because she wants you to do more around the house. I got more of them treats around the house. Now it's a scavenger hunt. Now it's up to you if you want to play the game or not. But the bottom line is finesse.
Mm-hmm.
Now she really saying you a lazy son gum, and she trying to get you to start picking some of your stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she put it by your jacket. She's tired of your jacket being thrown there because you know that jacket don't supposed to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Now if she saying it offends, but she did it in another
That's
way.
what's up.
It's
So-
called
That's what's up.
finesse.
Okay,
It's
I
up
like
to
that.
you.
Now, what's your methodology?
We sprinkling candy around.
What's your-
Yeah, I mean,
That's
but
what-
it's the candy
what-
that he likes.
Whatever.
That's one way.
Ah.
What's your way?
Whatever helps. What?
What's your way?
Different way?
I have Mary Maid come twice a week. It's fine. Like,
I mean, but you got to convey this message
You
of some
gotta
sort
worry about
that he's not filling in the gap, right? Somewhere. How do you deliver the message? Do you,
There's other
you hit
people
him?
that can handle it.
You hit him
always,
right,
it's always other people that can handle
you hit
it.
him right between the eyes, or you finesse it?
No, I mean I think there's ways like, so what's what's been you've been stressed at work? What's been going on? Like like talk to me. Because I've been noticing, you just ain't been the same around the house. Like what's poppin'?
What you mean, same around the house? I don't understand what you mean. What you talking about? Same around the house. I've been living here for years. What are you talking about?
That would never.
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep it straight. You've been living here for years. You lost your mind.
My name on the mortgage. I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I pay it every month.
I'm sorry.
I pay the taxes and utility bills.
Okay,
I don't know. Well, tell me what you mean.
Okay.
I'm different.
For the sake of role playing, okay.
You made that real quick.
Sake of role playing. Well, you just seem a little detached, a little distracted from you just don't seem present. Yeah.
Okay. So you're telling me that you need something. What is that you need?
I mean, I've just noticed, like, past couple weeks, like, I had to have Consuela take the trash out, because, I mean, she charged extra for that, because that's not part of her scope of work,
Yeah.
so, I didn't know. You just forgot, you got busy.
Nah,
you needed
baby.
to get a virtual personal
What's
assistant.
real is that I've been slipping, and I really appreciate you bringing it to the table.
First of all,
And,
hey, Craig,
I'll
that
do
would
that.
never happen.
I'll do
okay?
that.
you.
That would never happen.
I'll do
Jay,
more
right?
of that.
First
Right?
of all, this is supposed to be a serious role play. That would never
That would
happen.
never
That
happen.
would never happen. Like, dudes
Okay,
don't
listen.
do that.
The guys who don't know,
Dudes don't do that.
the guys who don't know wouldn't do that. But the guys who know, they're gonna
Okay.
give in.
Okay.
You,
I'm
Okay, well, that's the
You know what I'm
1%.
saying?
I'm gonna give it a 1% of what most
Right.
people. Well, damn, we ain't paying to do it. I mean, how much is we paying her? I mean, because if that's what's gonna make you happy, I'll pay extra.
Yeah.
Now, see, that is not taking responsibility.
No, it's not.
It's pushing off, and that's
Right.
typically what we're doing.
Right.
And what we're doing is we're starting to get more lazy than
Right.
than willing to do more
You're not
work.
addressing the
And my whole
issue.
thing is,
Right.
when you got maids and you got things, and again, scope of your life, great. But the bottom line is, people want to make sure they're appreciated.
Right.
The maid is just because you work hard and to offset some things, but you still supposed to cater to
Right.
keep a love and romance going. One thing Bartalk with Jay is trying to do right now is having a conversation with you, because I don't know what's going on in your home. And again, you got a maid, you got this. Do you really got love?
Mm.
Or are you just loving the maid?
Is there real
Because
romance in your house?
Right,
Yeah,
because
you know?
the maid
Yeah.
might be what's keeping you together, and bottom line is that's never should be your
Mhm.
That never should be the
Mhm.
It
case.
should be the one that you really fell in love with. So my whole thing is to making sure you don't supplement the
Mhm.
love that you have for something else, because again, they're doing something that you thought your woman was doing, and now that your woman ain't doing it, well, maybe I need to be with the maid. No, you need to get back in love with the woman that you
Mhm.
fell in love with.
There you go.
Don't make excuses.
Right.
That right there is just a failure
You
of
have to
you.
address your problem.
Own up to your mistakes and
Yeah.
understand that she chose you, you chose her,
Right.
and that other person was just a offset.
Yeah.
And I like to say that offset shouldn't be an asset.
Right.
That's some bull crap.
They typically
Right.
are.
Um,
Typically just fun to play with.
yeah, romance can be an active thing.
Hey!
Right,
We
romance.
ain't saying all that on Bar Talk with
An
Jay.
active thing or a passive thing.
Yeah.
And I think it has to be both throughout a relationship for romance to continue to come to the surface of your relationship.
Mhm.
Where you're always thinking about how you express yourself, even the things that you don't like about the person or what they're doing.
Yeah.
You got to be intentional, to do special things for each other. Sometimes it's just a kiss on the cheek for nothing. Sometimes it's just holding the hands some way for nothing. Coming in the living room while they watching their program, sit down, put your arm around them, and be quiet and let them watch their program. And you enjoy that 10 or 15 minutes, and then you get up and walk away. And when they get done, they'll probably come find you at the end of that. I know AP is big on not really interrupting those interpersonal moments of, social time, whatever that
SEC.
happens to be. SEC. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to be romantic. We know the old school ways. I think the new school ways are really about paying attention and giving undivided understanding. Sometimes your opinion don't need to be shared during that conversation. You just need to listen, and you need to make sure that person feels heard and understood. And it needs to happen on both sides. This is not a man or woman discussion. This is how you express love, and this is how you find agreement in a partnership. So the basics are always going to be there, but get outside of your box. Find some unique ways to love the person who you love, and I think it'll be reciprocal.
Stuff. I think doing when someone knows that you have thought about them and you do something that's very genuinely thoughtful. Like I remember one of my male friends was like, yo, if I had known something as simple as getting my girl a portable phone charger, which is right here, because her phone was always on, because she's always on her phone. And so he got her the battery that you literally can carry as long as you charge it before you move out. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh my God, he's just so thoughtful, and she just took that to the hilt. And it was like, if I had known that
was the big thing.
Right.
I bought all this other stuff.
Because her thing was like, oh my God, he observed that I had a problem, and he genuinely knows that I need my phone to make our living, so he cares about our future. She took it to the whole. I was he was just tired.
We all, you can see she's almost out of body wash.
Yeah.
So you swing by the grocery store, whatever, pick her up 3 or 4 bottles and bring it home.
For dudes to proactively do stuff, y'all be big brain and stuff, and it's you don't have to get 100 dozen roses.
And I think, listen, that's the point of this whole thing. It doesn't take all of that to express romance.
Nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice.
It's how you treat a person, how you communicate with a person, how you express that you have thought about a person, even when they weren't there. That's what romance is really about. And I think it's been a great discussion tonight, and just an opportunity for everybody to become aware of how they're participating in the love or the lack thereof in their household or in their own relationship. Again, what we do is just give you an opportunity to look in the mirror and say, here's what works for me, here's what doesn't work, here's what's happening to me, here's what's not happening, and just give you a chance to see the realities of your own life. So we thank you for being here tonight. Any wrap-up comments from either?
Wrap-up with me would be is make sure you give the exposure of how you really are to the person that you care for. Now, I'm definitely with AP. You don't give a person everything, but if that person never really see you, they'll never know you. So a lot of times we say, I don't do nothing unless he engage me this or the other. My whole thing is a person don't know you, they really can't love you.
Right.
So my whole thing is we all can care, and I start with a simple form of care. I don't say give everything to anybody, but definitely start knowing somebody and have great conversations that's building. Businesses have business meetings to build. Relationships are to be the same.
Yes.
You can start off random, you can start off maintenance man, but you also gotta have an idea of what you want. If you don't know what the hell you want, you'll probably never find it. I really want you to find what's for you, but you gotta know you first.
There you go.
Go back, find yourself, build on yourself, and then you'll find a significant other that will give you what you will show him. Because now it will be reciprocated because you know you.
There you go.
Right.
We are lost now following other people's impressions of what we should be.
That's crazy.
Why not be the best you? Where now you had experiences, why don't you make your experiences your base and draw from it and get your own formula and live successfully.
There you go.
And wake up to you and not somebody else. TV is the epitome of what the hell you don't really want. Because you don't even know the outcome. I want you to understand what he has for you. And that's what's within you, not what I say.
There you go.
Yeah. To piggyback off what he said, I think that self-love is so important. I think because if you don't know what makes you tick, you can't communicate that to somebody else, one. And then two, if you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love other people.
Yeah.
And so it's a ripple effect.
There you go. And if somebody makes you feel special, communicate that to them. They'll probably do more to make you feel special. And with that, we are out of time tonight, folks. Thank you so much for being with us. This is Bar Talk with Jay. I'm Craftmatic. This
I'm
fool,
Smooth Jay.
Got AP in the house, Miss Barb, Rock, Booby. Bar Talk with Jay. We'll be back next week. We love y'all. Take care.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.